How you doing, Taurus? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If this message resonates, like, subscribe, and comment. And for more clarity on your situation, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. And for a totally fresh perspective, check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. You can find her info in the description box as well. And Taurus, make sure you stay tuned until the end of your reading where I will pull a direct message from the universe tying everything together. All right, so let's dive right in. Wow, a lot of beautiful energy here for you. You have the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. So right now your angels are reminding you this is a time to invest in yourself. Where you water it, the grass will grow, right? It's not always the grass is greener on the other side. So invest in yourself right now. Have that heart coherence, trust in yourself, because whatever you start doing right now, whatever you begin right now, truthfully on your journey, it will flourish and you will really reap the benefits. So for example, maybe right now you're like, I always wanted to go back to school. I always wanted to go further, enhance my education so I could get that, promotion at work. Now's the time to do so. Maybe you're like, I always want to go join that, yoga class, that spin class. Now's the time to do so. Maybe you want to go, become a chef, culinary arts. But there is something here that if you invest in right now, when it comes to yourself, you will prosper and grow, and a lot of financial abundance will come from it. So have the heart coherence, trust yourself, and really take that leap of faith. Now you got the Moon and the Eight of Cups. So there's also some sort of limiting belief or shadow that some of you may be dealing with, preventing you from moving on and closing a chapter in your life. Because you're telling yourself, once I close this chapter, that I will be left with nothing. But that's not the case. When you close a chapter, you open a new chapter, right? When one door closes, another door opens. That's the laws of thermodynamics. Like when you move the energy from something, then you can actually put it towards something else. You can't just create or destroy energy. Right now, your angels and guides are reminding you to stop focusing on something that's not paying dividends. Maybe this is a relationship, audit that relationship. Maybe this is a belief, audit that belief. And you can tell that this is something that's been weighing down on you because every time you think of it, you cringe. You're just like, man, I shouldn't be doing this, or I should stop doing this. And that energy right there, that is a warning sign from your angels and guides telling you to change your energy. And by doing so, you will change your life. So what is it that you feel like you are currently doing that is not making you feel good, right? So for example, maybe you're like, I've been eating too much, junk food, and it's lowering my vibration. I could tell that needs to change. Or maybe you're telling yourself, there's a friend I have, and every time I'm with them, we're talking about, gossip and lower dimensional stuff. Whereas you want to talk about your angels and guides, for example, or investing or something else that makes you happy. And you're telling yourself, I'm kind of lowering my energy to match them, something us empaths have to work on, people pleasing. And right now, changing that, asking yourself what is not working, I'm going to stop doing that, and then I'm going to create new energy, put towards what actually is working. Now you got the Sun and the Page of Wands. So there's a new energy about to enter your life. And for a lot of you right now, this is a time to welcome change, right? So if you wanted to create some sort of change, if you wanted to move to a new house, start a new job, begin a side hustle, whatever the case is, now is the time to start saying yes. Matter of fact, say no to good and yes to great, right? This is the time to instill excellent habits in your life. And those excellent habits will give you confidence, and that confidence will make it easy for you to take that leap of faith. And that's all it really comes down to. So for example, if you wanted to start a new job or find a new career or do something else that's going to, you're more passionate about, you have to be confident in knowing that that is the step to take. Confidence comes from knowledge. Knowledge is nothing more than experiences. So for example, why do I sound like I know what I'm talking about? It's just because I have knowledge when it comes to this energy. I studied the law of attraction. I listen to Billy Carson, Andrea Schulman, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Michael Sandler, Abraham Hicks, right? I did my research, and now I'm confident, and with my own experiences, by meditating, listening to the field, tapping into that brain and heart coherence, I know what to do. You can do the exact same thing. But you got to understand that in order to do so, all the guidance, the downloads, the wisdom, the knowledge comes from within. All that looking outwards and stuff, that's great and all, but at the end of the day, you have to really be able to figure it out. And that figuring it out comes when you stop thinking. That's why we always say meditation. And right now, I see here with the guidance card that your angels have been trying to bring you some sort of download, some sort of clarity, some sort of insight, some sort of wisdom and knowledge, and they're trying to get through, but there's some sort of resistance preventing this from happening, and that's because we're not tapped into their frequency. And when you're not tapped into their frequency, and their frequency is always calm, peace, tranquil. That's why we always say meditation. When you're not tapped into their frequency, you can't hear what they have to say. And I'll give you an example, right? Imagine you have a cell phone, and imagine if someone's trying to call you on that cell phone. Now, what do you have to have in order for them to be able to speak to you? You have to have reception, right? Other than just battery power, but reception. So if you're in an elevator, you're underground, or you're somewhere where there's no reception, like in the middle of the woods, no matter how hard that person calls you, they cannot get through. Same thing with your angels and guides. They're trying to tell you, do this to improve your life. Go here to meet your soulmate. Do this to get rich. Do this to find your healthier way of living, whatever the case is. But they're not getting through. So they're waiting for you to get reception. How do you get reception? You have to be in an area where, for example, but really in a mind state where you're calm, peace, and tranquil. And by doing this, everything will become effortless for you rather than efforted. Now you also got crow spirit. So your angels are reminding you that you are the co-creator of your own reality. This is a fractal holographic universe we live in. What does this mean? Don't take this world too seriously. Literally, this world is made out of Adrinka codes. Professor James Grant, Obama's advisor to to science and technology, someone who wasn't just some guy off the street, right? Someone who advises the president, discovered through peer-reviewed science that the universe is made out of Adrinka codes. What that is ones and zeros. It is error-correcting codes they use for algorithms. The same thing as YouTube, internet, it's the exact same thing. What does this mean? This is beautiful because this lets you know that you are the co-creator of your reality. This is scientifically proven now. Is the law of attraction real? Yes, it is. Quantum entanglement has proven that. So, right now, you don't need to wish, want, hope, need, pray, beg, dwell. None of that. You need to command, assume, and expect and create what you're looking for. So you are not in a museum looking at paintings, for example. You are in the museum with a paintbrush, painting on the canvas of life, and everyone is viewing your creation as you create, right? This is a beautiful energy for you. So let go of waiting, instead start commanding. Now you got the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. So that is a synchronicity right now from Creator, letting you know that there's something you're holding on to financially that once you give up, new opportunities will come. Now, what is this? Maybe you're telling yourself, I'm going to a job I don't like, but if I don't go to this job, that I will not be able to pay my bills because I will not find another job. You're holding on to a limiting belief. And you got to ask yourself, is this real? Is this something that's true? For example, millions of people have, had jobs before that they were unhappy with. They left their jobs and then they found something better. They started their own business. So rather than think of what can go wrong, start thinking of what can go right in your life and look at it from that perspective, and everything will get easier. Now you also have the karma card. So right now your angels are telling you that you have a lot of good energy, a lot of good karma, just yearning to come out. Match that energy. Remember, like when you open a door, when you hold a door open for someone, you're not doing it for their thank you. You're doing it because you're attracting more energy that's in harmony with that butterfly effect. When you give someone a compliment, that is how you attract good karma. When you are a good listener, right? When you're actually listening to what your friend has to say and giving them advice, that is how you get good karma. And you have a lot of good karma. So welcome this energy into your life and really cash in your chips. All right, Taurus, so I am going to pull a direct message from the universe for you right now. Wow, look at this card. And the universe says intuition. And look at that card though. That is exactly the vibrations I'm talking about. Now, let's see. This is number 36, 36. Look at that synchronicity. Right now, the universe says, you just seem to have a knack for knowing what's going to work. Your creative process is unique to you. You just get started and magic happens. You have a lot of endurance and you're a hard worker. Once you get focused on a project, you don't stop. You are a trendsetter and you seem to understand what people love. You are very forward thinking. You are being reminded that you have your own inner voice guiding you always, tap into your wisdom and allow yourself this higher perspective. So it's just like your intuition is going to guide you. Your intuition is exactly how your angels and guides speak to you because you feel what to do, right? Frequency is a feeling. Frequency has information. And how you think and how you feel creates your state of being, and your state of being creates your reality, and your reality is what's in harmony with you. What does that mean? In order to attract happy stuff, you have to be happy first. Don't tell yourself, I will be happy when I am rich, when I meet my soulmate. You have to be happy now. Ask yourself, what makes you happy? Like, for example, for me, being happy is being in nature, getting out of the walls, right? That makes me happy. So rather than tell myself, I will be happy and be in nature when I'm rich, I'm in nature now. I don't care if I got to wear a jacket or if I'm shirtless, right? 99% of the time, I'm shirtless out here. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. So find what makes you happy, focus on that, listen to your intuition, and good things will come, Taurus. All right, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Till next time, chat soon.